I'm also meeting with oil companies. Let's go. You know what that's about. We've got a lot of oil to drill, which is going to bring down oil prices even further.
No, it's not. But I do know what that's about. It's that's the whole thing. That's what all of this is about. Donald Trump meeting up with the oil companies so that they can get richer. Not you, not me, not us, not America, the companies. When have out of control oil company profits ever benefited you and your family? It's never happened before. It ain't never gonna happen, even if Venezuela happens the way he wants it to. And there are good reasons to believe that it will not. But that is at least the goal, okay? And so he is actually going to be meeting with the only people he truly cares about this Friday. That's representatives of Chevron, the only US oil company active in Venezuela, and a number of other oil companies are also going to be there. I just want everyone to bear in mind. And one of the reasons that sometimes I express a little bit of like pessimism, that's not necessarily right, that Venezuela will work out in terms of oil production the way he thinks is that like they could have been doing development there. In the same way that he's super hot for Greenland, right? Because there's all these natural resources ripe for development. You know that like American companies could have been going in there. There are reasons they're not doing it. And it's not ornery Danes or whatever. It's that Donald Trump doesn't understand how these industries work. It's not as simple as he thinks. If these companies thought that there was a profit to be made, they'd be making the profit. So anyway, just something to bear in mind. But at least, look, give Donald Trump credit, even though he doesn't understand the oil industry, he is trying to pay his buddies back because they did give him a lot of money. Remember when he wanted $1 billion during the campaign? Basically just talked to a bunch of elites, said, you give me $1 billion and I'll give you literally anything you want. Utterly corrupt, but that's what he did. Now they didn't give him $1 billion, okay? They only gave him $445 million. So all of big oil collectively narrowly edging out Elon Musk in terms of raw quantity of corruption in the 2024 election. And it's not $1 billion, but it is apparently enough for him to start toppling some countries so they have some business opportunities. And so that's all corrupt on their end. But what about on his end? Obviously, he's got a profit here and he has a way that he plans to. He posted this on Truth Social. I am pleased to announce that the interim authorities in Venezuela, like the sworn in president, he's just declaring it the interim. It's like they still control the country. Okay. Will be turning over between 30 and 50 million barrels of high quality sanctioned oil to the United States of America. This capital O oil will be sold at its market price, and that money will be controlled by me as President of the United States of America to ensure it is used to benefit the people of Venezuela and the United States. I have asked Energy Secretary Chris Wright to execute this plan immediately. It will be taken by storage ships and brought directly to unloading docks in the United States. Thank you for your attention to this matter. That at the end got so weirdly specific. It'll be brought and they'll unload it onto a dock. The dock will be made of wood. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I have no idea what if this is actually gonna happen or in what form, or if that was literally the first time that he thought of that and Chris Wright literally had not heard of it. I don't know. But I do at least know that in theory, what he is saying he's going to do is, he has told the new president of Venezuela, you're gonna give me 30 to 50 million barrels of oil. Me, I'm gonna sell it, and then I'm gonna have the money, something like maybe $2.8 billion that he'll have. So he is saying to a foreign leader, you give me $2.8 billion, or I will have the United States military kill you. And then the person in your spot, I will make the same offer to. And if they don't give me the $2.8 billion, I will kill them. But I, Donald Trump, will have a slush fund of billions of dollars to use on whatever I want, even though, I mean, look, I don't know how much you pay attention to American politics historically. This is nothing. There's no precedent for any of this. It's literally not how anything about the presidency or the American government is supposed to work. But he's gonna have billions of dollars that are just his. You remember how Reagan did the complicated thing of like arms sales and all that stuff? And it was all hidden, and journalists had to like dig it out to figure out, because it's like you sell the arms to them, and then it affects this country, and there's a triangle. No, he's just like, I'm doing it. I'm tweeting it out. More details to come on Instagram Reels. And so we'll jump in here because there's a lot more, Sharon. I want to get your thoughts, but I mean, I don't, like, should he be in jail for this? Should he be impeached for this? I know none of that's gonna happen, but it kind of feels like this is more wildly illegal and corrupt than even his normal stuff that he does.
Yeah, you may be looking at it the wrong way. I mean, John Gotti got away with this stuff for years. It took them years to put Gotti away for doing exactly what you're describing, shaking people down, threatening to kill them if they don't capitulate. And he got a lot of riches. He had turkey drives and all kinds of stuff for kids in the neighborhood before he got locked up and died in prison, okay? So Donald Trump is just saying, look, they've already declared me a king. And so now I'm going to invade these other countries, just like Putin told me I should do. And I'm gonna take whatever I want. I mean, he could take some of the oil and use it for fuel on the golf carts at Mar-a-Lago. He could do, this guy is nuts. He could do whatever he wants to do with it. And I suspect he's going to. They're not gonna make a profit, not at the prices he's talking about, but okay.
Yeah, I would love to know, like, what account is this money going into? Like, what is any of this? Like, this is he Saddam Hussein? What is any of this? And let alone that the military is not here to be your enforcers for your mob shakedown. They're here to be the enforcers for the shakedown you do for the oil companies. That typically, traditionally in American politics is how things work. Not for you individually, you dumbass. But anyway, that's the way that it's going. And they're gonna sell the oil as they always do on the world market. It'll have utterly no effect whatsoever on the price of oil for us. Massively ramping up Venezuelan oil imports is gonna take down the price of a gallon of gas by 2 cents 10 years from now. Like, come on, freaking wake up to the way that this works, Tim Pool. They're not shipping a barrel of oil to your house. That's not how it works. The government's not gonna come by with a truck and, oh, can I top up your Civic, sir? That's not how it works. Jesus Christ, we're just filled. This country is utterly filled with tiny little baby boys. Some of them wearing beanies, not all of them. With the cost of everything going up, here at TYT, we're always trying to help you guys out and save you some money. Your cell phone bill is the last place you should be getting ripped off. But if you're with Verizon or AT&T, chances are you're way overpaying for the plan you're on. That's why TYT is teaming up with Noble Mobile, the only cell phone plan that pays you to use your phone less. With their Noble plan, get unlimited data for only $50 a month. But the real game changer is the cash back you get for your unused data. The less data you use, the more cash back you get. It's a win-win. Stop letting big wireless rip you off. Choose a company that aligns with your values and isn't trying to milk you for every last cent. And by switching to Noble, you're directly supporting TYT in our mission of bringing you honest, independent news. So give Noble a try and make the switch today. Scan the QR code on the screen now or visit go.tyt.com/plan. That's go.tyt.com/plan. In any event, it's not even that much oil overall. It's like a day, 2 days of what the US uses. But again, it's not even like we're gonna use it. Trump's gonna sell it so that Trump has the money. But again, what if Hunter Biden got $1 million from China? Wouldn't that be worthy of years of conversation? In any event, we also have this. I don't even know if I'm up for this mentally. We boarded a Russian flagged oil tanker in the North Atlantic. So that's cool. I'm sure that'll be great. I don't even know which is the worst outcome, that somehow he turns on Vladimir Putin and we go into a shooting war with Russia, or if this is like, I don't know, the narrative set up for some sort of massive deal. Again, there's great reason to believe, there's been some reporting in the Telegraph recently that him and Putin are just being very clear, like, you don't do anything about what we're doing in Venezuela, and then you can just have Ukraine and probably others. You can take Estonia, Lithuania, take whatever the hell you want. That really does seem to be what they're setting up here.